Hello and welcome. You have tuned into the headlines now with me, Linda Hercules. Before we move into all the stories in detail, let's take a quick look at the top headlines. Reacting to the centre's reformist attitude, Trinamool Congress may consider pulling out from the government, says Chief Mamata Banerjee. At least 200 anti-nuclear activists detained in Tuticorin on their way to Idinakarai. DMK Chief M. Karunanidhi hits out at the Jayalalitha government for not holding talks with anti-Kudakulam activists to solve the row. Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh to chair the much-awaited meeting of the Kaveri River Authority for the first time in 9 years on Wednesday. Union Home Minister Sushil Kumar Shinde's remark that the coal scam will soon fade away from public's memory draws flag from the opposition. And Mahesh Bhupati and Rohan Bopanna have been banned for 2 years after they rebelled against pairing up with Leander Paes for the London Olympics. News in detail. At least 200 anti-nuclear activists were detained in Tuticorin while they were heading to Idinakarai, the venue of protest against the nuclear plant. The activists were set to join the villagers who have buried themselves neck deep in sand along the shore, demanding the preparations for the fuel loading into the nuclear reactors be halted. On Friday, Satish Kumar, a close associate of SP Uday Kumar, was arrested in Chennai for trying to instigate the fishermen to join the stir against the nuclear power project. Meanwhile, the search for SP Uday Kumar, the leader of the protesters, is still on. He had announced that he would surrender on Tuesday night but later did a U-turn. The anti-nuclear protesters have found a new method of protest. After standing in the sea for 2 days, they have buried themselves neck deep in sand on the shores near the nuclear plant site. Thousands of villagers, including women and children, were seen buried in sand holding placards along the beach, demanding the preparations for the fuel loading in the reactor be halted. Standoff between the Jayalalitha government and the protesters at Kudamkulam plant has sparked an all-out war of words between the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister and DMK Supremo M. Karunanidhi. Jayalalitha had accused Karunanidhi of losing his self-respect on the Sri Lankan Tamils issue, and now the DMK Supremo has hit back. Slamming the ruling AIADMK over the handling of the anti-nuclear protests at Kudamkulam, DMK Chief Karunanidhi charged the Jayalalitha government with having no intentions and courage to hold talks with the agitators to put an end to the stir. On to national politics, with the centre taking some hard decisions not acceptable to it, Trinamool Congress, a major UPA constituent, may consider pulling out its ministers from the government and give outside support to it. TMC Chief Mamata Banerjee, who had set a 72-hour deadline on Friday for the government to roll back its decision on diesel price hike and cutting supply of subsidized LPG cylinders, along with FDI and multi-brand retail, is set to consult party leaders and MPs on Tuesday on the next course of action.
Nothing has been decided right now. When Didi says tough decisions, she means she is ready to sacrifice anything. She is ready to take any decision. But on any decision, we will be taken only after Tuesday's meeting. But we are prepared to take the strongest possible action to send a clear message to the common man that we are with them.
World's largest retailer, Walmart Stores Inc., is keen to open retail stores in India, with the government now allowing foreign investments in multi-brand segment. The company, which currently operates a 50-50 joint venture with the Bharti Group for wholesale cash and carry, however, said that it would have to study the policy fully and evaluate before finalizing its future course of action. Walmart India President Raj Jain said that it was too early to speak about the company's plans for opening retail stores. CPI leader D. Raja asked the Trinamool Congress Supremo Mamata Banerjee to clarify her stand on the support to the ruling UPA and take the responsibility for the government's decisions. Apart from the BJP, the left parties and other regional parties are also holding protests on the 20th of September, demanding a rollback of the FDI and decrease in the prices of fuel.
The NDA, led by BJP, has called for a Bharat Bandh on 20th to join with the people to protest and demand total rollback of the decisions of this government and reiterate our three demands: that the Prime Minister should resign, all the coal black allocations should be cancelled, and there has to be a high-level independent inquiry and rollback of all this. These are our demands. I am confident the people of India will respond to our call.
For observing September 20 as a national protest day. The four left parties, Samajwadi Party, Janata Dal, yes, Telugu Desam Party and Biju Janata Dal have given the joint call, and we are together on these issues. We do not agree with the government, rather we condemn the disastrous decisions taken by the government, one on hiking the price of diesel, the other one government's allowing FDI in multi-brand retail trade. The third one, disinvestment of a few public sector undertakings which are considered to be Navaratnas. And we cannot agree with these decisions. We have come together to protest on these issues. How the situation is going to emerge, how all these parties are going to respond in the coming days, it has to be seen, and we will have to wait and see. And right now you cannot conclude anything with a sweeping judgment. It is a final picture is emerging like that. But what I am trying to say, these are the political parties who are really concerned with the disastrous decisions of the government, who have come together to mobilize the larger sections of our people in protest and to force the government to roll back these decisions.
Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office V. Narayanaswamy has dismissed speculations that KLIs of the government would support the BJP in its call for a countrywide shutdown as a mark of protest against the government's decision to open the country's retail sector to foreign supermarkets. Narayanaswamy said that allies like the Trinamool Congress and the DMK are not with the BJP on its shutdown stand.
BJP called a Bharat Bandh. Some of the political parties joined hands with them. As far as Trinamool Congress and the DMK is concerned, they have not announced anything. And because as far as our government is concerned, we talk to our allies as far as the FDI and retail sector. And as far as the diesel price is concerned, it's a compulsion for the government of India.
More local and national news lined up for you on the other side of a very short break. Stay with us.